over the country, the activists, the civil rights, the struggling parents, the families, the teachers, the students that are realizing that a system built to divide, impoverish, and destroy us cannot stand if we do it. All right? It's kind of basic mathematics.
If you hear me, could you feel me, could you free me? Wondered if I made a difference or made a difference. But that we are the difference. We ain't got no code to decipher. Brother, I would never call you trife. You my brother, though they knife and fork got meals. Then cop the silly feels. Yep, it's slimy, kinda grimy, miscalculated the timing. But you can't plagiarize something in the skies and think we have no eyes to see something real as we. This is seriously who we be. See, this here is true indeed, the real deal, thoroughbred, like collard greens and cornbread. Can't recite what's never said, purpose keeps us fed. Real man, this is grand A, hope fed. But still, you are my brother, above you there's no other. Blood or something other, more like what the blood covers. Man, no matter what they say, we good over this way. This is positivity in the making, helping others to break through. Without breaking, without breaking, without breaking, without breaking. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
What's up?
It's Thursday, so you know what that means.
It's Brother Empowerment Day.
Yeah. So if this is your first time watching, we like right here now.
Yeah.
So if this is your first time watching, this is not one of those bashing shows, but it is an opportunity for us to engage in healthy dialogue and hope that something that is said will help the one who is listening or someone that they are connected to. So if you're watching for the first time, please go ahead and let us know. And if you have some friends that can't watch it right now, also know that we do have a podcast.
Yes, we do.
So you can definitely go on head over to loveisapparable.com and figure out which podcast platform that we have, because we're on multiple.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to get you an opportunity to go on and check that out. And then while you're over there at Love is a Parable, go on ahead and get 360 degrees of success and fulfillment. Mm-hmm. It's one thing to have fulfillment, but one thing to have success, but do you have fulfillment in success? There are a lot of people that are making money, have a lot of great things, but are just not happy. Yeah. So we definitely want to make sure we're giving you those things you need to get ahead. And then our training manuals are available. If you go ahead and hit outreach and then swag reloaded, all of our stuff is there. And last but not least, go on and check the second half of our diversity language workshop.
Yeah.
That will be this Sunday at 6 p.m. It's a virtual event, but it's so many healthy things that are happening. Bro, now that I got the announcements out, how was your week, man?
Man, so this week has been pretty chill. I've been battling with allergies and taking allergy medicine every day. I have been trying the local honey method too. So it's been working pretty all right for me, but I still love spring, hate allergies. But everything's been pretty good, bro, pretty steady. Today was kind of annoying just because I had to go to a dealership to get a service done about, it's kind of they call it a service like campaign and not necessarily a recall. Mm-hmm. But I ended up going in there for something that's supposed to be free, ended up coming out spending money because something else was wrong. So it's kind of like going to, like going to the doctor, but for your car. It's like, I came in here just to do something free and get a checkup, and then I come in here and actually end up spending money. So that was annoying and kind of threw my day off. I was there for like 4 hours and it just killed my whole morning. I was irritated. But outside of that, my week has been pretty good, bro. My mom's going to be in town this weekend, so I'm really excited about that. And I've been keeping my workouts and saving money because I've been eating at home. So what about you, bro?
That's amazing. You loud today, too.
Sorry.
You came with a volume control?
Man, try.
Did you get a subwoofer? Did you pick up a subwoofer? It's like, bro,
my bad. Whoops.
He happy. It's Thursday.
Yeah, I'm happy. Man, because I'm happy there's some positivity in my day today so far.
Great day. I ain't gonna even start laughing.
Oh, man.
Woo. but this is Rick. I'm like, you ain't come with no volume. But anyway, I had a great week. We started off with the diversity language workshop round 1, which was like amazing. Mm-hmm. So I'm definitely looking forward to the second part of that.
Yeah.
Then we had an amazing conversation with a new partnership that is coming with the Junior Advocates.
Yes.
Yeah, so NC 100 and Love is a Parable have made it official. We're going to be doing some things for the kiddos and the youth. And then we ended up having our combined workshop with some of the people meeting with some of the individuals from the advisory committee.
Yes, we did.
So the new advisory committee members like Dr. Jill Bates, Dr. Mr. Sean Bates were in the place, and then Tara came out of retirement.
Yep, big sis. Yeah,
she was in there. So I'm just excited about the things that are happening. And then yesterday we had some powerful meetings with some officials in the town of Fuquay, and there's some exciting things that are happening there. And then I met some local business owners today that are in the Fuquay arena. So this has really been a good week.
Yeah.
I'm motivated and I'm actually ecstatic.
Yeah.
So before we get to our guest, go ahead and tell who we have on. Can you at least look this way first? Can you do this way?
All right. So let's see. We got Kevin Fowler in the building. What's up, bro?
What's going on, Kevin?
We got Van in the building. What's good, Van, man?
What's going on?
So we got Latasco. Hey, Latasco. So we have
Mel, you supposed to tell him hey too. Like this.
We got Lenora from Lenora Pours in the building. Hey, Lenora. We got Ricky, aka The Beard.
What's going on?
We got Sean on YouTube from YouTube Land. What's up, Sean, man? And then we got Shantika. Is that Shantika?
That's Shantika. Yeah, right?
Okay. Hey, Shantika. We got Mama Garnett in the building. Hey. And we got Sherry's in the building. What's going on? Latasco giving me elderberry syrup and black. It's every day? Every day?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, that don't sound good.
It's not bad, though.
For real?
It's not bad. Now, she would say black seed oil. You probably would hate that every day. And people say, eat it with a little honey. No, it still tastes like trash.
Elderberry syrup and black Mouton. Okay, I'm gonna get that. And then we got Chanel in the building. What's up, Chanel?
Oh yeah, now you can say who you don't see.
Well, let's see. If we didn't get you guys, please throw us a comment in the comment section.
I got Dionne Selby on my side.
I don't see any. I don't see anybody that I missed on this side. I see Mama Garnett coming in and out like every like 8 times. Oh,
she said every day. So Mel, go on and tell the people who you are, who you be.
Hello. My name is Melody McGee, formerly known as Mellow Customs. I am the daughter of DG McGee, whose real name is Dionne McGee. But yes, I'm the daughter of DG McGee. I'm here basically to represent her. And as far as myself, I like I said, Mellow Customs is my business. I have been an LLC since 2017. So I have 4 years in the game now at this point, officially. But I basically, when I named my business Mellow Customs, I didn't want to, put myself in any type of basket or, narrow down to anything, because I just like to get my hands dirty, basically, and just try experimenting different things. So, but right now I have kind of narrowed it down to furniture. I refinish and repurpose dressers. I make some things from scratch, like entryway tables, welcome signs, the door hangers for your, front door. I have some other things coming out. I recently did a epoxy dresser. I'm not sure, how many people are familiar with epoxy resin, but it is a pour that hardens. So I did that on top of a dresser. So I just like to basically build things. It all started with DIY. I love DIY. Just you see something, you YouTube it, and you do it, and you save money. So that's kind of where I started. And my mom would probably tell you that when she bought me toys when I was little, I didn't play with the toys. I played with the boxes and was drawing and making cards out of boxes. So I just always been that type of person that just being creative and, you know, just the eyeball, but I love it. So that's me. I don't know
That
if
ain't
I
all
missed
you do.
anything.
That ain't all you do, because aren't you the brand ambassador for Bangin' Bangles too?
Yeah, me and my mother do have Bangin' Bangles that look, I'm one half of Bangin' Bangles, so she would say. We've been doing that since 2013, and that's a long time in the game. But Bangin' Bangles is just a bangles only, so we just basically sell custom different attire jewelry for, you know, if you want to go out and shine and bling and, you know, dress it up, dress it down. So we have different colors, different, you have silver, you have gold. A lot of people, you know, are a gold person. A lot of people are a silver person, but it is, you know, a mixture, and you can dress it up, dress it down, or you can mix the colors. So
Yep,
check
I
that
want
out.
that URL so people will know where to find you.
Yeah.
Get over to mellowcustoms.com. It's bangandbangles.com as well if you want to find out about those custom bangles. I'm excited, Mel, to have you on here. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with man, no problem. We're gonna get it. Oh, hold on. You got a couple of people. Melanie from Heaven giving out mother's government name. She gonna get you. And Ricky Snap, the Risen Furniture is dope.
Yes, thank you.
We didn't do something. Did you notice the new intro video?
Yeah, I did.
Ricky, did you know the new intro? Did y'all even see the new intro video?
Man,
see
when you got the section of you on the news where you just where you showing off the haircut. I was like, look at my brother.
We worldwide, baby. So y'all gonna have to go back and watch it on the replay to get the things that y'all done missed. But let's get into some stats, Mel. You ready? So here we go. Researchers have found that at least 1 in 6 men have experienced sexual abuse or assault, whether in childhood or as adults. 1 in 3 women or 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of physical violence by an intimate partner. Men, top 5 fears: body image, money, height, other men, and being inexperienced. My group, the percent of men aged 20 and over with obesity, 40.5. Men die by suicide 3.53 times more often than women. The peak age of death of suicide is actually from 45 to 49. Rape of men. 1 in 71 men have been raped or suffered an attempt in their lifetime. 63% men receive 63% longer sentences on average than women do. And women are twice as likely to avoid incarceration if convicted. What are your thoughts, Mello? You're muted. There we go.
I'm good. Okay. I said, that's a lot. That's, I mean, you never know what someone is, you know, hiding behind or trying to live with and, you know, grow from. So that's a lot.
Okay. You got anything you wanted to add to that, bro?
I mean, bro, every time those statistics get read every week, it's still, even though we've been doing that for what, at least 5 or 6 weeks now, it still hits hard. You know, when we get to those statistics, it's still like, man, you know, like, you know, it's like, is that going to get any better? Like, you know, and then those are the numbers that are reported. You know, we don't even know what's not reported, what people are just living with on a daily. So yeah, it hits home, man, for real. It's really sad, for real. So
yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get into some of these topics. Y'all ready?
We got a whole bunch of.
Buying black, what does it mean? Is the quality the same?
Oh.
Ooh.
Take it away, Mello.
Buying black to me means supporting a black-owned business. And is the quality the same? I mean, the same as what, non-buying black? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if that's the question, then I would have to say us as African Americans, our quality is not always good. Our work ethic is not always what it should be. You know, you have some businesses that need to actually be a business and not, try to throw their personal life into it so much more than it's like, okay, but this is a business. You say you close at 5. I expect you to be open at 5, Mm-hmm. So that's what I have to say on that.
What you got?
I mean, when I think of buying black, I really do think of supporting black business, supporting the community, like Mel said. And I really just think of when the phrase buy black to me is just when you think of where you put in your dollar, you think of a black-owned business first. Not necessarily that you spend all your money with black-owned business, because that's kind of hard, given the dynamics of things in commerce in this country, especially. So, but to me, it just means think of when you want to go buy something or you think something that you need, you think of a black person or a black business first. And as far as the quality being the same, like any other realm of business, black businesses there are exceptional ones, there are mediocre ones, and there are bad ones. So that is just like any other ethnic groups business, and business people. You have the good and the bad. I do think that people are, unfortunately, especially within the community, are unfortunately harder on black business, which makes it hard because, for one, because in this country that we're at disadvantage, and a lot of us are disenfranchised. Black businesses start off at a disadvantage, and so when it comes to like things like pricing and things like production, depending on what the product is, black businesses often don't have the same relationships with factory owners or means of the people who own the means of production. They don't have some kind of hookups out of the country and stuff like that. So their prices, especially they're first starting out, they're not able to give huge discounts or match pricing with certain other businesses that are bigger and have better connections. So I think sometimes people just they come down on black owned businesses, not knowing the history and what black business owners have to go through just to be not only a business but just a successful one. So I would say that the quality definitely is the same, and that really just means supporting the community first, for real.
I feel like there's so many qualifiers we have to say first, mm-hmm. which irritates me anytime we have a conversation about black businesses, because why is there always a comparison? Mm-hmm. And we don't like to talk about that there are implicit standards that are adjacent to a certain race or a certain ethnicity. It's the expectation is when it's black to actually have a higher quality at a lower cost as well. Yeah. So that's the counter.
Right.
So then so when people go in there and say it costs this much for that, yeah. but you will pay that much if it was a non-black owned business, right. because of the name. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of people don't understand that whole component, which means you're getting a higher quality from my name attached to it anyway, because I am fully invested in it and I don't do anything, subpar. Mm-hmm. And you can put that on your Gucci. Mm-hmm. You can put that on your Louis Vuitton. The list goes on and on. Nobody provides better quality than what I do.
Yep.
This is why when people go to my website, they're like, they think it's a compliment, but it's really an insult. Oh, your website is really nice. What was your expectation?
Right.
Oh.
You wasn't expecting me to have quality, so I already walked into that room with already a knife halfway in my back.
Yeah.
The next thing is, when starting a business, there are some people who want to be business owners, but not operating directors or managers. Mm-hmm. So you may want to own a business, and that's why you may be better as a franchisee, mm-hmm. where the business basically runs itself. But when you have businesses like what we have, even what Mel included, we run our businesses. Mm-hmm. If we don't run, the business won't run at this juncture. Yeah. And so a lot of people don't understand what type of business that you are supporting. And I think that we need to really start having a conversation about that, because now let's flip it. What happens when you get something that exceeds your expectation? Mm-hmm. You're not tipping them. Right. You're not paying them more. You're not giving them more of anything. But at the same time, and I just had this conversation. People have literally had conversations with me and told me that they've paid non-Black businesses more, but because they've exhausted their budget, they have less for me. Mm-hmm. But always compliment, like, we should have went with you first. Well, why you don't come to us first next time? Right. The budget's about to start over anyway. New budget start in July. Come to us first. Mm-hmm. Huh? Why you don't come to us first? Word. And a lot of people don't understand that. And that's what frustrates us a lot of times. And then, yes, depending on the type of business, it is proven and it's statistical facts. Black business owners go through more red tape than non-Black business owners. So therefore, it's a larger overhead. Yep. This is also why I do the work that we do the way that we do. Like, we help businesses not because we're graphic artists, but we help businesses run. I can do graphics, but we help people run their own business. Mm-hmm. I designed Mel's website. She learned what to do. She took over. Mm-hmm. It was never designed for her to constantly need me to make changes. Word. Because I want her business to succeed. And those $200, $300 add up over time. Yep. Especially if she got to start paying that every time she makes something. Why can't she pocket that and invest in her business? Mm-hmm. That's why we do things the way that we do. Everybody that we've helped design websites, we have helped them to run their websites themselves so that they can always have that clean look, but that professional look, and make updates. Yep. So let's see. I'm supporting Black business, but let's remember that doesn't mean that the customer service or quality will be lacking because I won't come back. What you were saying. I
respect that from anybody who patronizes any business, Black or otherwise.
Some people say that they have businesses, but they run it like a hustle. This is kind of what Mello was saying. Mm-hmm. I find those who are true businesses have good quality.
Facts, Ricky. That's right.
Lenore said yes. I don't know what Spark's saying yes to. And yeah, Lenore another one has a website. She's blogging. Mm-hmm. She's blogging now and pushing things out. And a lot of times we want people to. This is what they don't understand about our value-based approach. It works for business owners too. Mm-hmm. We help you remove these things that are hindering you from being the best you. That spills over to your business. That spills over to your personal life. That spills over to so many things. Yep. I take offense when people say buying Black. What does that mean? Because now you're sitting there, take out Black and put my name in there. Buying J, what does that mean? Is the quality the same? Going back to Mel, the quality the same of what? Mm-hmm. No, nobody will have better quality than me. Buying Mellow Customs, what does that mean? Is the quality the same? Mm-hmm. We need to change the way that we think and change the way that we doing things.
Word, bro.
Because we allow certain things to go on and we be like, well, you know what I mean. No, say it with your chest. I don't know what you mean. And you need to correct that, because when you start lumping Black businesses together, you're lumping Love is a Parable, who happens to be a Black business, for everybody. Mm-hmm. Our customers, and it's funny, our customers are mixed. Mm-hmm. The first year we were 60% white women, with 60% white women, and we were about 30% Black men at the very beginning. Now it's just mixed straight across the board. Yep. So we are a Black-owned business, But we provide quality for all people. And no, there is no quality compared to us. How do we know that? Because people tell us, and we got reviews. We got a whole bunch of reviews. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Lenora said, head on over to LenoraLassiter.com to check out her website too. You better plug yourself. So, look, we got Pastor William Robinson. He said,
"What's up, man?
Talk. What's going on, sir?" So let's go ahead and get into the next one. I feel like we did this one last week. Did we not?
We did.
Okay.
We did.
So let me remove that one. Oh, let's go on and knock it out. Why is Cordell single? What is it like for single brothers today?
Well, the first half of that question does not apply to me because I'm in fact not single. So I have gotten plucked out of these proverbial streets.
He said he's spoken for.
Yeah, so I'm not single. As far as what's it like for single brothers today, that is a loaded question, which I can't answer for all brothers. I could only answer that for myself when I was out, in the dating. Oh goodness.
Okay, go. Okay.
Come on, man.
The Hulk said he is not single.
I had to do him like that. Oh my goodness.
That's just never gonna die. Like it's 3 years from now, we're gonna be still doing this. And
bro, I'm gonna show your grandkids. Come here, babies. Come look at your grandpappy. Mello took up for you though.
Yeah, no, you know what? He knows he didn't have to do me like that, Mello. He knows he did, but no. As far as what's it like for single brothers today, I mean, that's like I said, that's a loaded question. Yeah, it was. It was for real.
Look, Ricky got your back. Him and spoken for.
Yeah, so probably by someone. Oh, I don't know if they're watching right now. Maybe. But no, as far as what it's like for single brothers today, I mean,
Mama laughed at you too.
Of course she did. Of course she did. You helped that.
Chanel says,
"Yeah, he loves how tickled he is too." Oh man.
It's a nasty gender war now.
Yeah.
But go ahead. You talking about the single man? As you were saying.
No, I will say for single brothers out here, I can only speak for myself because that's a loaded question. I found that being single and dating was, and some people say that as a man that I have a different experience because it's a different position because of the power dynamics and whatnot. But for myself, I had fun being a single man and going on dates and stuff like that. And I think that some people put too much of an expectation on being single and dating. A sister named Brandy Sullivan, who Jay and I both are connected to, said that she had a saying, and I love it. She said that dating is simply data collection, and I love it. Because that's really all it is. You are gathering data on who is most compatible with you out of any kind of given people that you spend time with, and so. That's really, without even knowing that, that's what I looked at. I had fun dating. I was still on my journey for myself. I was very transparent and honest with when I spent time with, and it was amazing. So there was you run into some hiccups, you run into some people that you're not really too fond of, but that's what happens. You do that going to the store. You run into some people that you may not care for or whatnot. So that's just part of life. So, I mean, for me, if I was going to say that, I had fun being a single brother, but I also am having a lot of fun being in a committed relationship. And Rashia, my booski, is here watching. Hey, boo. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
You said you don't like cheese.
Chill out, bro. Chill out, man.
Hey, booski. You better just say it.
So I mean, I don't know what it's like with single brothers. Outside of myself, you have to ask them. But the brothers that I know that are single, a lot of them are having a good time. They get frustrated at times, but they are having a good time. So yeah.
You made a dress.
Hey, Big A, what's going on?
Look, Mama say, way to go, Cordell. Chanel said, we have to fight too many other people to be fighting each other. Love on, black man.
No, I really do believe that. I don't have time to be. Yeah, Jay was on something else. He did it? Oh, wow. Yeah, see, that's why I'm saying.
Bro, this is like gonna be your roast forever. But I will say this though, a lot of people think just because you're married, that changes single behaviors, and it really don't. If you really, if we're honest, there are several married people that act like they're single.
Yeah,
and so, and then also the advances don't change just because you're married.
Right. Yeah.
And what people have to realize that it is a commitment issue and an integrity issue, not a status issue. Meaning, it doesn't matter what your marital status is. It doesn't matter what your relationship status is. It matters what type of person you are as far as integrity, what type of person you want to be committed to. I mean, all of those things are real things that happen, and we need to stop acting like just because a person decides to get in a committed relationship, whether that's short-term, long-term, or something in between, it doesn't fix the integrity issues or the issues that are within a person. Only a person can do that.
Yep.
And I definitely want to just make sure we combat that, because I don't like you can fix a man, or you can't make a whole housewife type analogies. None of that has anything to do with it. It is strictly based on you as an individual and the type of morals, values, type of integrity, standards, and expectation of your own life that you have that plays a factor in all of that.
Yeah.
And I think that we definitely need to clarify that and also make sure that we fully understand that. Latasco said it's a moral. In fact, there she go. Good job, Latasco. Hey, sis.
Hey, Tara, what's up?
She is on. So let's see what we got next. Anything you wanted to add to that, Mel, before I switch it?
No, I'm good.
So look, we got good. Okay. Ooh. What about this one? Narcissism in women. Mel, you a woman.
Yep. Take it away.
I too do not play a role in narcissism. My personality, I am very happy-go-lucky. I want the best for everyone. You know, I'm all about, supporting each other. And let me see, what's the word? Like simplicity. I like to simplify things for people instead of making things more difficult. So, I'm all about solution. But as far as narcissism in other women, I mean, you could pick up on it quick. So I stay away. I would stay away. Look for these single brothers as well.
Is narcissism too? Is narcissism in women ever displayed? Like, is narcissism ever displayed as a woman, though? Is the bigger question.
That's a great question, bro.
I think you have some, yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, when we think about a narcissist, it's usually
a man.
Oh.
A man.
Yep.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts about these narcissism in women, or narcissist women?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely present out there. And I think that, like you said, bro, it's when we think about narcissism, it's definitely, especially from what I've seen, whether even just in media and with even in regular conversation, the overwhelming majority of the time it's talked about in men, especially in the corporate world, or especially in the dating world. So yeah, I mean, I definitely think it exists. I definitely think that doesn't get talked about as much as the opposite, the other side of the fence. Yeah, man, like you got me with that one, bro.
It's time. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
You ready, Mel? The lady of the hour is here. Look, she's
anybody there?
Yeah, we can't see you.
Why you can't see me? I can see you.
We can't see you. Look at this.
Why you yelling at me?
All we see.
All y'all see is lying.
Yeah, we see
background.
Narcissism in women. What are y'all talking about? Hold on, let me get in here. Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
What? Guys, this is DG McGee right here. I mean, unscripted, raw, and real. Why is the lion talking?
Yeah, like, oh, like,
why Mufasa is talking?
He said, why Mufasa is talking. I don't know why y'all can't see me, because I can sure see y'all. Listen. Y'all want to talk to the lion?
And she got upset with me when I said, we can't see you. She said, what you mean?
Why? They're going to look a little bit of her.
Where?
A little bit of your forehead came in.
Let me part of. Let me do this. Let me just take this whole thing off.
Huh? You might need to come closer to the camera or something.
Look, there she go again. She'll go.
We're gonna do this. What about now?
There we go.
Hey. Hello, people. Hey, good people.
Hey.
How y'all doing?
Greene ain't on today. She got a part.
Is this W.R.A.R? Don't get on here acting crazy. Man, don't laugh at me. Am I on the wrong show?
Oh, we do parts now. I got it.
I got this from you. You had a part not too long ago. Answer a little twist. I got this from you.
But now I'm like, oh, look, she got the swoop and to the sides.
Oh, I can't. This ain't the right show. I think I'm on the wrong show.
She got new marketing people now because she don't do bangs no more. She do parts.
It's North Carolina, baby. It's about to be 100 degrees. We're not gonna have no bangs.
You know what? Go on and tell the people who you are, who you be, who you is. Hold on, before you do that, we got some funny comments. I gotta make sure.
Okay.
There are some narcissistic helpers out here. Narcissism is narcissism. Man, woman, you leave a peacock out of this. Once you discover it, acknowledge it, and move accordingly.
Right.
Rashia says, I always feel like narcissism is the cousin of insecurity. It can be both male or female.
Ooh.
DJ said, I'm on the wrong show.
Lenora, get your friend.
Man, why you tell me your mama? She retired the bang.
Why I didn't tell you she retired the bang?
Yeah, she retired the bang. She was like, bang.
Yeah,
she had to make her grand appearance.
No, it was 90 degrees yesterday. Okay, that's all it took. Okay, and we go up from here. It go to 100. It don't go. Yeah.
See-through sleeves. What is Bishop?
Let me get on the wrong show because you got the wrong show. Lenora, I'm about to close.
Okay, but go to tell them where you are. Tell them who you are before you leave.
You were supposed to have done all that before I got here. Okay, Mel, you supposed to have that. So here we go. Y'all listen. First of all,
you needed a pre-introduction. That's a first.
Listen, they should already know before I got here. Listen, let me tell you.
She said I should have a pre-introduction. Roll the red carpet for me.
It's 9:10. It's 9:10 p.m. in Eastern North Carolina. Okay, and for folk my age, we getting ready to go to bed. Okay, so this is late for me. So please forgive anything that I say right now because I'm halfway asleep already. I've been up I'm about 16 hours into this thing. But anyway. First of all, thank you for the opportunity to be able to be on your amazing show. Okay. Now we're going to get all of that out the way because Jay is crazy. I am Dionne DG McGee. I am excited to be here. I am the Chief Executive Officer of the R.O.A.R. Okay. What does that mean? That means that we as a people need to be relentless, optimistic, ambitious, and results driven at everything that we do. No more mediocre. It's time for us to get into our next level, the next season. I have my daughter here tonight. I am teaching my children how to, look at her, stop playing. I am teaching my children how to negate that generational wealth gap, right? And what does that look like? That looks like creating your own streams and using what it is that you have in your hands, right? So DG McGee Enterprises looks at 3 pillars. Pillar 1 is to get college students the opportunity to get a seat at the table in the workplace. Pillar 2 is to help those high potential employees get opportunities and a seat at the table. And my favorite of all of them is pillar 3, to create some entrepreneurs that's out here killing the game. And my seed is doing just that. And I couldn't be more proud. So thank you for having me.
See, that's why I wanted these people to give that introduction.
I was about to say, we weren't going to be able to do that.
You supposed to do it.
We can't do that.
He bring the thunder.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Look,
2021.
Look at this. What it say?
That's it. We're closing those generational gaps, like for real.
Look. Come on now.
Come on, for real. This is it. This is it.
But D, what I tell you all the time, guys, when I met DG McGee, I was a little nervous. I was extremely nervous. Not because I couldn't do the work, but because of what I saw in her. And so it was a whole year later. And so people will tell you, like, when people ask, like, why did that shift start to happen? DG would call and she would be venting. And in her crumbs, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to use this. And we started to see a change.
Right.
And I was like, man, you like my unofficial mentor, because she wasn't even mentoring me. She was just venting, saying, let me tell you what not to do. And she was blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I'm like, have you thought about, oh, well. And then when I asked something to her, I'm like, well, let me modify it and put love is a pair, but do the same thing. And she's like, that's what I want you to do. And so these are like, it meant so much to me to have you on.
Thank you.
You actually have a track record of doing the same thing for some other people.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Come on now. Listen, y'all. This is a real show. People popping on the screen. This is real for real. Okay? Like, who is this? Hey, Lita.
Sorry.
Come on, University. Come on, R.O.A.R University. You don't surprise me. You got special guests and everything. I love this show.
The whole time. Hey,
y'all got it going on.
how you doing?
I'm good now. Like, I got the whole squad here, but that's what it's about. Like seriously, I'm just tired. That's how the whole thing started. I tell people all the time, all business is being a solution to a problem. Period. Right? Lita and I have talked about this. All of us have talked about this. That's all it is. And sometimes we overthink things. I just left Winston-Salem State, so please excuse my tardiness, but we're in a whole 4-week session about the look at these rounds about the entrepreneur mindset, right? And we're in week 3, and it gets deep. But sometimes we just overthink things, and even talking to Lita and Jay being a part of R.O.A.R University, it's time for us to really come from behind the scenes and build these things that we already have in our hands, that we are capable of doing and using and growing and teaching our children. And not only that, those that are near and dear to us, to help everybody get a seat at the table. It's enough out here for everybody to eat. I'm beyond the crabs in a barrel mentality. Like, I'm over all of it. It's over. Like, we have to help each other, and it doesn't cost you anything to help a fellow entrepreneur. Like, it doesn't. Share, comment, right? Easy. That's free. And if you want to buy the product or service, that's great. And then go tell somebody about it. It's really not difficult.
Well, Lita has some things she wanted to say, how you empowered her.
Oh, please, I'm listening.
She's going it down.
Right. That's what we get, y'all. This is what we get off the L.
This is all the time, Gigi. I just want to tell you that just how much I love you, and I appreciate you just for just pouring and sowing into my life.
Wow.
You are my mentor. I look up to you. I want to grow up and be like you one day. And like, y'all, let me tell y'all, she is one of the realest.
Thank you.
People that I know. She keep it real and straight with you. And Like, I just appreciate you. I love you. I just thank you. Matter of fact, thank you for being obedient to the Heavenly Father. I thank you for being obedient and listening to him and walking into your purpose, because by you walking into your purpose, it is helping me and it has helped me. And I love you.
I love you back. Do y'all have virtual tissues on the show? Y'all trying to make me cry. Thank you, Lita. I love you back too. Y'all play too much. It's too late in the night to be emotional. Okay.
Right before you go to bed, it's perfect.
Yes.
It's so crazy. No, I appreciate it. Let me say this to the obedience. I'm not gonna sit here. We're gonna look on national TV. I'm not gonna sit here and lie on national TV because we're on national. I'm prophesying right now, Jay. We're on national TV. Receive that, okay? That's right. International. Excuse me. Yeah, international. Don't let me slight you, okay? But I have not always been obedient. So this is a real show. I'm gonna be real transparent, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. And my daughter knows this. And I know this is gonna hit home with a number of people, but there are a lot of people that have been led and told and know that they're supposed to be doing something. Mm-hmm. And fear gets in the way, right? We're scared. And not only are we scared, we don't have the blueprint to do what it is that we're supposed to be doing. So we've never seen it before. We have this big monstrous idea in our heads, right? And with it, because we haven't seen it, because we don't know how to do it, no one in our family has done it before, it's pressure. So that's what I felt was pressure when it came to me speaking, training, facilitating, even starting this business and leaving the corporate space, right? It was pressure. So how in the world am I going to do what it is that I knew that I was supposed to be doing? And part of my role in corporate America was to do leadership talks and travel the country to empower other women to get a seat at the table. God was then creating the platform for me, and I didn't even realize it. And so the meeting planners kept saying to me, you know, I know you're great at your job. I was leading a sales team, right? But I think you really need to think about this speaking thing. I was like, lady, you done lost your mind. I'm not going to leave my job to go be no speaker, right? Go to the next event, go speak, because it was part of my job. I still had that security from a regular paycheck. So I was comfortable. I go to sleep. One night, God is dealing with me in this thing. I find myself at the gates of heaven. So I wasn't always obedient. God had to literally scare me to death in order for me to do what I'm doing. And I'm trying to save some people so you just don't happen to you. Okay. I get to the gates of heaven. There's this long processional line, streets paved with gold. Choir singing is beautiful. I'm looking to the left. I'm looking to the right. And I'm trying to see who I may know, because I know I haven't dotted all my I's and crossed all my T's. I might need a letter of recommendation or hook up a referral or something so I can get in. Okay. So I get to the front of the line. God comes to greet me and he says, welcome, daughter. So glad that you made it up. So I says, Father, I thank you for keeping my family from danger seen and unseen for all those years that I was on earth. He says, you're welcome. Stay right there. I'm going to go get your chart. I'll be right back. Now, my biblical don't say nothing about no charts in heaven. It ain't none of the books of the Bible. Y'all bear with me. This is my dream. Okay. He goes to get the chart. He comes back. He's flipping through this chart, right? Y'all, I'm like 3 feet away. Choir is beautiful. Choir singing and everything. All I got to do is take them 3 feet and I'm in heaven. I get to see my grandmother and everybody that I done lost again. Okay. He's looking through my chart. My heart is racing. I got heart palpitations. And he says to me, he said, everything looks good, daughter. You did a lot while you were on earth. You accomplished a lot. I said, well, thank you, Father. He says, but one thing is missing from your chart. Tears start to well up in my eyes because I'm so close, y'all. My heart palpitations have gone to a whole nother level. He says, I'm not seeing in your chart where you became the speaker that I called, equipped, and created you to be. As a speaker, I don't even have the words to explain. How do you explain to the creator that you didn't do what he put in you, that he instilled in you? What do you say? I had nothing. So I'm trying to find these words and my heart is just racing. He's looking at me and I'm looking at him. I have nothing to say. And he says, because you didn't do what I called, equipped, and created you to do, there are others on earth whose goals, dreams, and aspirations will die because they never had an opportunity to hear you speak. And I woke up in a cold sweat. My pillow is soaked with tears. My heart is about to jump out of my chest. And to this day, I don't know if I was really at the gates or if that was really a dream, but I promise you this, I won't stop until he stops me. Okay. We can't have that conversation ever again, whether it's in a dream or whether it's for real. I got to go get this. And while I'm going to get this, I'm bringing everybody that I can with me to this whole R.O.A.R mentality that we got to go get whatever we supposed to be doing. Don't wait for nobody to bring you no blueprint. You create the blueprint. That's your job. Me creating the blueprint is why this lady is on this screen, because I want to give her the blueprint. I want to get a blueprint to my son. I want to give my blueprint to the leaders of the world, to whomever is crazy enough to listen to the redhead chick with the R.O.A.R. I promise you, there's something else on the other side. Like, seriously.
I'm glad you said something else is on the other side, because
yeah,
it is.
Y'all gonna be cry for real.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all done set me up.
Maybe just a little.
DG.
Yes, ma'am.
You know I love you. You know you have been an inspiration from the time that you and I met at that restaurant.
Yeah.
We hit it off. I mean, we started talking about our experience, and you was like, Lenore, you going through the same thing. Well, this is what I was, this is what I'm currently going through. And you start talking to me about your book. During our first conversation, you was like, Lenora, when my first manuscript come out, when the book is finished, before it's published, I want you to review the book. I felt honored. I am an alum of R.O.A.R University.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm out here in these streets roaring and pouring. And I cannot wait to the full liberation. And you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
What I'm talking about. And when I tell you that season of transition is upon the horizon,
come on now.
It is there. It is there. So if y'all watching and y'all need a business coach, DG is the one. She is the IT. She is it. And as you see, she came on the show roaring. And that is what you would get during her session.
Is this the right show?
Yes. And DG, I know the time is far spent, but I wrote this poem while I was sitting backstage. I was like, oh my God, it's 8:55. I want to write something real quick.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I did. Y'all ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
Yes.
They didn't know the R.O.A.R that was inside. They disregarded your intellect and pushed you to the side. But little did they know you were leading with influence and pride. They didn't realize what they lost until you took that final drive. The final drive from the ridicule, stress, and hate. Now you can go on a vacation without submitting a leave slip with multiple dates. You are now empowering and motivating others, pouring into the lives of sisters and brothers. DG, the sky is the limit. You are crushing your goals. Sister, I have to say, you are definitely on the road.
Lord Jesus. Woo! Listen. I don't even have no, I need a church fan. Lord. Y'all play too much. That's beautiful. Thank you, Lenora. Thank you, Lita. Thank all of y'all, like Mel, Jay, Cordell. Come on, this is too much. Is anybody else back there?
I will say this.
That's beautiful.
When my wife moved here, we didn't have any family. We had absolutely no family, and I met Will Carroll first, and Kim. Kimberly Winborn was responsible for me meeting who I consider my big sister here, which is Tara Henry, who has taken on Love is a Parable like it was her own. Mm-hmm. And I've never met an older one. When I say older than me, because I'm old, but older than me. And what I like about Tara is the same thing I like about you, D. You go in rooms and do y'all remember and What's Love Got to Do with It? When Tina Turner sung, and he was like, you sing like a man, but don't get me wrong, you are a woman. I didn't know what he meant until I met women like you and Tara, where y'all go in a room and you crush gender biases.
That's that line.
You guys say that I'm meant to be here and you're welcome to be in my presence. Even though you had that school that started out for women, I showed bust up in there. I was like,
they was the only one. They like, I'm here. What's the homework? I'm here.
And I think that a lot of people need to see that, because I think women, and the same thing we see in our community, we see a lot of people try to crush stereotypes versus just being the standard.
Right.
People adjust when you walk into a room. People adjust and adapt. I remember when Tara, she was the only female studio owner that I knew that had an art studio. Now there's several that followed after her and tried to replicate what she did, but a lot of them failed because they weren't her. And I see the same thing in you. No one can ever do another Bangin' Bangles because they lack the ability to roar. And your roar wasn't gender specific. Your roar, it allowed something in me. You know what I mean? And even when you came over here, look, Mel, no makeup, bonnet on, cussing me out, talking to me all kind of ways.
You ain't never seen me with no bonnet on. You got to stop that.
It just added to the imagery, Mel.
If I had on a bonnet,
she came up in here, had me late for my meeting, changed my own calendar. But the things that DG pours into people, man, it will be a disadvantage for anyone to be in your presence and mismanage that opportunity.
Wow.
It's not about them enlisting just into one of your many classrooms. It's not about you just being presented. If they don't get a connection to you and find a way to say, how can I take advantage of an opportunity for DG McGee to pour in my life, they missed it. I never said that about anybody other than Tara before, because I said I don't understand why people don't go to the art studio. Because they don't ever have an ability to woosah. They're going to miss it.
Right.
And you have something that is different. You give people a true ability to roar. That's why every opportunity I get, I want to make sure I get something and I always take it back and I implement it. You ain't got to ever ask me if I use something you gave me, because I'd be like, listen, look at it. It's on the website now.
Go click right here, D. Look.
It's a downloadable. But you have helped so much, and I think that we, as the Black community, because we talked about that before, need to do a better job of esteeming women like you. You shouldn't have to toot your own horn, even though you do a bang-up job. Dizzy Gillespie ain't got nothing on you when it comes to tooting your own horn, because you are amazing. But the proof is in the pudding. But I wanted to use this platform. When I said we got Dionne, I wanted to also get people that you've poured into. Mel was one of them, but you messed that all up. Mel was gonna come on and talk too, but then you gonna sit here and just mess up my plans. But
you had a hold. I'm sorry, I messed up your flow. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but it was good. She had this time allotted for in her schedule. But
this is powerful.
You poured in my wife, and you poured into my sister Lenora, and all of us work together. See, guys, this is the thing I want you to realize. All of us work together.
Yeah, we
and
do.
check this out. DG has a learning institute, a curriculum with R.O.A.R University. Lenora has a learning institute with Lenora Pours in her career services. Love is a Parable has a learning curriculum and paradigm. We are an educational nonprofit.
Right.
But none of us are in competition, and we sit there and talk and we trade and borrow ideas from one another, and it's open. It ain't no sneaky stuff.
Right.
No.
And Jay, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead, sister.
And for those of you who follow me on Facebook, the webinar and the career service piece in the curriculum that has been launched was a result of me attending and being coached by DG, going through her R.O.A.R University. When she coached me through the process, she was like, Lenora, you need some product out here. You need to start working on something. And when she told me to get to work, I went to work. And when I met with her, she was like, girl, you didn't did all of this. Yes, staying up 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, producing what I needed to produce because I'm serious about my life and I'm serious about propelling to the next level. So, I have that roar in me. So it just matches with the pouring. You know, the roar and the pouring, they just align together. But yeah, that's all I want to say.
I love it. Roar and a pour together too.
What you say, Jen?
Y'all actually did a roar and a pour together.
Yes, we did. We had a good time doing that show. We did. And then, even being at Lenora's conference, I can't wait for Outside to open. Okay. So we can get back to live events and start doing those again. As a matter of fact, that's where I met Jay, was at your event, right?
Yes, Sister Pour Into Me Women's Empowerment.
Yeah, he been stalking me ever since, girl. Like, for real. No, I'm kidding. Look at his lip. Look at his lip.
Getting on my nerves.
Let me say something. So you say a bang up job as far as promoting and marketing. I'm gonna tell you why I do that. I don't do that for my health. I don't have to do it at all. I do it for the reason that we're doing this show right now, because I want other people to see that it is possible. If I never posted another thing on Instagram, Facebook, where have you, LinkedIn is where I really reside, right? But I do it. Money reside. That's who said it.
I did.
LinkedIn is B2B, if you will, business to business. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter is more of business to consumer, and that's great. And that's one of the things that I teach, right? Yes, we want individual clients, but at the same time, you want to be able to have clients that you sign in contracts with for years, and you know that income is coming in, and you don't have to be stressed about meeting your quota or meeting your numbers, etc. Right? So I do the posting where I have a social media manager. People think I'm really on here like that. I wish I really could be. Okay. However, the purpose of the post is to inspire people. If you see me, this chocolate girl from Washington, North Carolina, okay, from Washington, North Carolina. If I can do it, 252, okay? If I can do it, you can do it. Even in my book, I share when I moved here, after paying all our expenses, I had $20 to my name. Lenora read it, okay? She was one of the beta readers. $20. I couldn't buy windshield wiper blades if I wanted to, okay? Nothing could happen. But something had to change. And over time, this is when this roar is building. And I tell people all the time, we all have the lion in us, but there's stages. First, we start out as the kitty cat. You go from the kitty cat to the lion in the zoo. I'll tell you what the lion in the zoo is. The lion in the zoo, you know you're a lion, right? And some of y'all listening right now, you know you're a lion, but you feel caged. You feel trapped. You waiting on somebody to bring you a steak, right? There's a move that you're supposed to make, but you're not making it because of this fear that we're talking about, right? Then once you get an encounter, R.O.A.R University, we go from the lion in the zoo to the lion in the jungle. The lion in the jungle, we ruling and reigning, and we creating products and services, and we creating legacy for those that come behind us, right? We feeding the cubs, we making sure the cubs are straight, and we sharing content with other people. So there is no looking back. Once you get to that last stage, that lion in the doggone jungle, it's over with. It's it. It's done. You can't go back because you out the cage at that point, and can't nobody stop you.
None.
Look, this is why we got to do a whole nother show to have DG on for a whole hour because she be tripping.
So we can get this gospel for a whole hour.
Right.
She said this gospel.
She come in probably with a side swoop with a sleeve.
It's too hot, Jay. It's too hot for that.
Get your friend.
Told you.
Get your friend.
Got them see-through sleeves on there. Got embroidered petals on the sleeve.
Y'all wait another month. Y'all know it's gonna be 100 degrees in North Carolina in another month, like for real. Well, but that's what we're doing. I'm thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. Like I really, this has sealed my night.
Stephanie about to go to sleep. Look at her. You look at you like hurry up, wrap up.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
This is what we do. Positive Brother shout out. Where you shout out men that are making positive contributions in your community or that you know of who don't normally get recognized.
Men making. Oh wow. Let me see. Who is that? Oh gosh. I gotta think on that, Jay. Like for real, for real.
Bishop.
In my community.
Yep, Bishop, because he a fireman.
What bishop you talking about? My bishop.
Yeah, Bishop McGee, Corey McGee.
Bishop McGee, aka Tiger Hood. That's the bishop.
That's the bishop.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about Bishop. Bishop has to be a lion in order to roll with me. Like for real, he got a serious job. Okay, he has a serious job. But to that, I will say, with everything that has gone on in the past year with the pandemic, I have watched him just give, and helping, being a first responder, save the lives of people in our community, right? And watch him work countless hours of overtime, putting himself at risk, right? To do that, he has seen a lot. He has gone through a lot. So he would definitely be one of those people that I would commend. It's not an easzy job. It's not an easy job. A lot of people say, oh, you go to a call, you ride on the fire truck, they eat dinner together. No, it's serious. and yeah, it is. And not only that, you have no idea as to what they see and what they experience from a first responder standpoint. He has had people literally die in his arms, right, in his presence, and try to bring them back. And then you try to recover from that and come home and spend time with your family. You can't erase that. Yeah. And after years of seeing the life leave people, it weighs on you, right? And then there are times where, hey, we saved a life, we brought people back, we revived them. I hear more stories at our dinner table, and I'm like, I don't know how you do it. Like, I really don't know how you do it. And I'm just thankful that for the past 14, 15 months that he has been safe. He hasn't contracted, the virus or anything like that. And that's just because of the grace of God. Like, seriously.
Yes.
All right. Who you got, Mel?
I was going to add to that, and not to forget that he has also lost some fellow firemen in this
yes,
past, I mean, this past year too. But of course, I was put up the same person. Yes, Mr. McGee, my dad. But someone in the community, I'm gonna say Rob McIver. I'm not sure if y'all know him, but
I love him. Yeah,
he is. Every time I get on anything, he on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. He's everywhere. Huh?
I said he kills those videos.
Oh yeah. I think he's TikTok sensation at this point. But I'm serious. I don't know how many followers he has up there, but I do want to shout him out. He does have it escapes me right this second, but he does have a clothing line and brand, and he is a as far as I know, a single father, and he really shows his dedication to his daughters. So that is very important.
That's good.
Awesome sauce. Lolita, who you got? I don't know what she's saying. She not muted, but I don't know what's going on. That volume, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Can't hear you, sis.
Still can't hear you.
Might come back to
it. Hear something.
What about now?
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I don't know what happened. Let's see. Positive other shout out. I want to start with my big brother, Algernon Drake. He's my only biological brother and has always been there for me. And also my dad, Robert Drake. Mm-hmm. Since my mom passed some years ago, like my dad, he has really stepped up to the plate and just made sure that he called me and my siblings at least several times a week just to check on us and make sure that we're doing okay. And of course, you husband,
Oh,
and my brother Cordell, and also to all of the other guys that that's out there doing positive work in the community. That is, doing everything behind the scenes.
thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, sis.
Lenora.
So I always give a shout out to my family, all the men in my family. So I just want to do it corporately, the men in my family. But I also want to point out someone specific outside of my family. About a week and a half ago, we had a double Dutch event here in Fayetteville. And one of my former coworkers, I reached out to him and he was like, yes, I can come down and shoot. And he brought his daughter down and they enjoyed the event. He did some clips and videography and brought his drone and everything. His name is Eric Stevenson. So I want to, just recognize him. And the thing about it, he came and he stayed the entire time. Normally, when there's a lot of women around, I mean, we had a couple of men. When there's a lot of women around, men come in, they leave out. But he stayed the entire time. And he told me, he said, it was easy editing the video because I actually enjoyed it. So I just want to recognize him on tonight.
Awesome.
Awesome sauce, bro.
Man. So one of the things, and I started that wrong, but I do want to shout out a lot of the guests that we've had in the past. These past weeks, Danny Diesel, Darren. There have been so many dope brothers that I'm not even trying to name them all. There have been so many dope brothers that have come on this show and really just poured into us and really just let people know that they are there to be connected with and that they just want to help. So I want to shout those brothers out too. I want to shout out Kerwin because he's always 10 toes down. He's down there he's in Elizabeth City right now, I believe. He's always 10 toes down, and he puts his safety at risk because you don't know what's going to happen out there, but he's always somewhere helping the cause just because he wants to help. So I'm going to shout out my brother Jay, of course, just because we do this. We do so many other things, but also because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. So I definitely got to shout him out. And I also want to shout out, last but not least, of course, Devontae Ragland, or Keon as we call him. That dude has, like other brothers, has been just willing to help. And he's never looked for any kind of compensation or been like, what's in this for me? All he says is, we ask him to do something, he says, hey, all right, okay, cool. What else? Like when it comes to just either giving advice, he's with the finance, he's with the fitness, he's with everything. And he's a dope father, and he always just wants to help. And he's just a really dope dude. So I want to shout him out too.
Awesome.
Good job.
Come on.
He been practicing that thing. He was like, under 4 minutes, I got it. I definitely want to shout out, man, all the brothers. Matter of fact, we changed the intro to include it's so many brothers now that are helping. Our advisory committee now, we got 18 people that are committed. I mean, volunteer to just help us expand that vision. Yeah. Doing all of that, where we're getting to a place where we really don't have any human wants, because there's somebody who's there that will pick up the slack, which is a beautiful thing. So it's not just us. So the guys that are working behind the scenes, like Sean, Ricky, Keon, Ahmed, Ian, Kerwin. Who am I missing? Ed Dudley. Yeah,
Alex.
Alex Flowers. Merrill Holloway. Yeah. I mean, we keep growing and things keep happening because we have the support of so many of you guys. And I'm gonna have to shout out one of the McGees y'all done left out. Y'all got it, Junior, because he a grown man now.
Man boy. That's man boy.
Drive.
She made him drive to his own track meet. And he had to come home too.
Hey. You got to teach these kids.
That's right.
The boy 18. He about to fire his pediatrician.
He ain't 18 yet.
He about to be.
In 3 weeks.
He about to be 18 years old. He about to fire the pediatrician. He done won a gold medal in the Olympics, and she made him drive back.
That was his reward.
Got plenty of rest. You should have got plenty of rest while you were sleeping. Don't blame me. I already told you, blame the DMV. They said the man of God needed 60 hours in order to get his full credentials. So the track meet was out of town. I don't understand why you can't drive. You rested well. Okay. Let's get on the road. Okay. I'm about to possess this passenger seat. It was good to my spirit.
See, and this is why, like, call people for help. Call us. You don't need that. You don't need that. But anybody else, man, if this is your first time watching the show and you feel like you don't have anybody else in this world that love you, you just met 6 people that do. You was about to mess it up, weren't you?
I was gonna say nothing.
You just met 6 people that do. So we'll see you guys next week when we're gonna have some more amazing guests.
Yep.
Book to June. We gotta go to July.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful.
Yep. So thank you guys. Y'all go ahead and stay on. Everybody else, we'll see y'all next week.
No matter what they say, we good over this way. This is positivity in the making. Helping brothers to break through.